What's up, y'all? I'm gonna change my intro a little bit because I saw a guy do a show. I think it's Black to Africa. Black man got a show, and he said, "It's your man, not your boy." So I think I like that. So it's your man, not your boy, Jay Lava, and you have tuned into Keep It Pimpin Podcast, where we take daily news, situations, and everyday occurrences and show how one could have and could not have been keeping it pimpin'. Wow, man, I've been gone for a minute. It's been so much that's been happening, but guess what? DL Hughley ain't keeping it pimpin'. So we got DL Hughley, and I'm going to pick out DL Hughley simply because DL Hughley represents a large segment of our black population. DL Hughley decides to take his platform and put up an article saying that Ice Cube has teamed up with Trump, which is not true. Ice Cube is doing business. Ice Cube is furthering the cause. Ice Cube tried to talk to the Democrats. The Democrats told him, "We'll talk about that little black stuff after the election." And that's not popping. Y'all gonna have to do it before the election. But guess what? You know why us as a community, there is no unity. You wanna know why? Because we still got people that's okay with voting for somebody who ain't giving you nothing. Then we still got people who is okay with voting for the person who ain't giving you nothing to get the other person who's seemingly the devil out of office. And one thing I noticed, Trump specifically has not done anything disparaging to black people since he's been in office. Am I riding with Trump? Am I voting for Trump? Fuck no. Not at all. But I do ultimately know that Trump is in power right now. And if the Dems is trying to get in power, but not, and could, if they met our demands, then why not talk to the Republicans? Why not talk to Donald Trump? When he put his plan out, it said black people specifically. Not minority, not people of color, not all that. I mean, they did change the language in there a little bit to trick it up. But initially, he had the right idea. Basically, what he's doing is he's showing y'all, look, I'll at least negotiate. I'll do business with y'all, right? Democrats don't want to do nothing. But everybody wants to vote for him. So there's a great divide in the community. We got those who are politically savvy enough to understand that abstaining from an unjust, corrupt system is actually a bigger move than blindly, aimlessly giving away your vote for nothing in return. Now, TD News is a guy that I watch and respect. Y'all should go check out his channel. He does some great content. I recorded a video from him to kind of illustrate to y'all how the Democrats blindly vote for how black people blindly vote for the Democrats and have been for at least the last 20 years more than anybody. And more than anybody, we have gotten nothing. So I don't want to hear this shit that our people in our communities talking about. If you don't vote, you don't count, and if you don't this and you don't that, a no vote is a vote for Trump. All of that sounds stupid, and I'm sick of y'all saying that. What is wrong with people? I know what's wrong with people. Just like Professor Black Truth say, or Jason Black say. Everybody knows what the issue is. Everybody knows that there's white supremacy in this world. Everybody knows that there's white privilege. Everybody knows that there's discrimination. Everybody knows this. But it's only some of us who know it and fight it. than the some of us who know it and go back to picking the damn cotton. Well, hopefully they ain't gonna come at me. I'm just stay low and work my job and go to church, and I ain't gonna have to worry about nothing. They ain't gonna mess with me. Until you get pulled over and they kill your ass. Now everybody want to be B1, black first, black power, all of that shit. Nah, it starts right now. Have some self-esteem about yourself. Stop just fucking voting for people who ain't doing nothing for you. Did y'all not hear Kamala Harris when she said, I'm not voting for black people? No. Did you hear Joe Biden talking about, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black? Y'all ain't offended yet? Anyway, man, it's Jay Lava. Keep It Pimpin Podcast. Check this video out, and I'm out.
Now, what I want you to do is take a really good look at the 2016 exit polls and take a look at who voted for who by race. Now, which group gave the Democratic Party a super majority? I'll repeat that again. Which group gave the Democratic Party a super majority? Because you see, I don't want to hear anything about how fewer black voters turned out in 2016 versus how many came out in 2012, because regardless of that, black voters still played their part by making sure the Democrats received a super majority. Now, if all the other groups would have actually played their part, then Trump wouldn't be in office right now. But they didn't, and they never do. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, then let's take a look at the exit polls from the last 4 elections from 2016 to 2004. Other groups never, ever play their part. But look at who always stays loyal. It doesn't matter how far back you go. We stay loyal, and that's the problem. Because while you're always playing your part for the greater good of everyone else, everybody else is playing for their own interest and to what makes the most sense for them. So if you want to know why we keep losing, that's why. Because we are the only ones playing our part while everybody else does what's in the best interest for them. And for us, that needs to stop now, if it isn't already too late. And to be honest, if you let some people tell it, it's already too late. But I digress. Now, over the last year and a half,